Hi guys, it's Julie Q from Sunshine Coast in Queensland, Australia. I'm doing my pour today on this little acacia wood paddle that I intend on, when it's dry, I will be using the liquid gloss resin that I tried before, so I can give these as gifts to these particularly will be for people in my family. So I'm going to try and do a better job than I did of my first one. So I've bought a few of these timber panels. The only difference this time, I just put a coat of the Boom sterling white as a base, because I found with the other one, I did one of these paddles before, I found that the wood basically sucked in all the paint and left the colours not as vibrant as I would have liked. So I've just put a coat, just one coat on, so I'm hoping that's enough. And I've also put a piece of masking tape, which I will go right up to on the next stage of this. So I'm all ready to go. I've kind of just put it on my little this is a pottery banding wheel that's from Mont. I got it off the Capriole Shabby Chic site, so there is a link to this little spinning tool. I'm just probably, it's better for me at the moment, just try this. I haven't got it stuck to the bottom of it, which I usually put a double-sided tape on the bottom and stick it to so it doesn't go anywhere, but I'm just going to try and do it as is and see how we go. So just bear with me, people. And they're a good idea if you can pick up these timber paddles, or you know somebody that cuts timber or does timber, and you can do serving boards. I'm only doing it down the one end because with my one that I use here, that I did, where I've used the resin, which is supposed to be food quality, you can put food on it, but I just, if I'm laying some cheese and grapes, or I'll just put it on this end so it looks pretty at that end, and then I've got the business end here. So, and just so I don't have to have people cutting into my nice resin piece at the end. So we'll see how this one goes, and hopefully that's going to be great gift ideas. Obviously it's all been done before, but it is a great gift to give to people. So away we go. I'm just going to put another coat down of this. I'm not too worried about taping all the way underneath, because what I found with my other one, when it was all finished, I just got my little hand sander and sanded the back down, and it got all the grubby bits off. It got all the bits of paint and resin that was hanging down on it. So it didn't, it's just easier to do that than try and mask off this odd shape. So it's just another little trick you find as you do things more often. You just find the easier ways to do them, which is great. So I'm not too worried about the edges, because they're always something that I can fix up afterwards, nice and slowly, and when I know where the rest of the paint is. So the other paints, should I say. So, well, thank you guys for watching, and thanks so much for subscribing to my channel. As I tell you every time, it's absolutely free. I seek nothing from you guys just to subscribe and comment, and maybe hit the notification button so you're notified when my next video is shown, comes up. Usually have one a day. I usually do pour and do about 3 videos in one, so I've got videos ready to go. If I decide to have a day off and not pour, then I've got videos to upload to my channel. So I just find that that's really a good way to go about this. So I'm doing all blues in this one, because this is actually for my son. and they live by the beach and they're really into the beach life, so I thought that doing blues, the only difference being that I'm actually going to do like a little swipe on this instead of a bloom, because it's for a man. Because I thought, oh, if I have the bloom, the flowery effect, he might not feel so drawn towards it. But I'm going to try and do a swipe, so hence, so it kind of looks a bit beachy, doing it the blues, gold, sandy colour. So wish me luck, wish me luck. So this is I'm using the Boom Gel stain, which is brilliant. It's a pouring paint. You only have to use a very small amount of it, and yeah, you don't need to add anything. The only thing that I've added to just my swipe colour, which is the deep violet colour, is I've added 2 drops of the Celex Accelerator. So just when it's all dried and before you come to put resin on it, you have to make sure that that silicone is well and truly washed off. So I'm not worried if the swipe colours go on my tape, because that's fine. It's going to be, I suppose it works better if you open the lid. So this is the pearlescent teal. It's absolutely gorgeous colour, lovely. That's the Fairy Wren Blue, and one of my favourites is the Mana Crab Blue. So I'm going to put this on top. I get some of the metallic gold. Might even put a little bit down here by the handle, and I'm going to use a bit of the metallic copper. Might use a bit more of that pearlescent blue because I want it to come pearly. Pearly? Is that a word? Pearly? Pearlescenty. And of course you can never have too much bling gold, but I'll probably, as I always do, put way too much on here. So this is my swipe colour, which is basically got the cell activator in it. So hopefully I'll get some lovely lacing. So I'm not worried about putting this on the top of my tape, because then that'll cover where I did the swipe colour basically. I need a small piece of plastic. I'll put it here now. Where has that gone? Holy dooly. People pinch me stuff. Where's it gone? Okay. It's in the wash. It's in the wash. I'll just wipe it off. I will just wipe it off. So excuse me. I hope you're all feeling okay, not getting too stressed with staying at home and the restrictions that have been placed upon us. Thankfully in Queensland, Australia, they've relaxed restrictions a fair bit, so we can actually get together on Mother's Day, restricted numbers, but we can. So that's really nice. And we have Mother's Day in Australia on this Sunday. Missed a bit. It's okay, I can go back over it again, try it again. So let's see how this is coming. I think I need something maybe a little bit firmer to swipe with when I'm doing this Boom Gel, because it's quite like a substantial paint. It's got quite a heavy bodied, and so this is definitely freestyling the handle, or freestyling it all, I suppose. It's nice and slow. Kind of gonna look like a bit of a starry night, isn't it? Just gonna tap some on the edges to get a bit of the colour on the edges, but I won't worry too much about the edges, as I said, because I can always fix those up afterwards. So it's gonna end up looking a bit like a starry night. I think I want to put more of the dark there because it's for my son. I know that he'll prefer the darker colour rather than light, so I will put a bit more of the darker, and I've made a blob on there. But don't worry too much, because especially being the timber board, you can always sand it down afterwards when you get paint anywhere that you don't want it. So that's, you know, that's an easy fix. I'll just go back over this again. I think I'd like a little bit darker on the handle part, so I'll see if I can create another little swipe to go across there all on its own. Where's my nice pearly one? So yeah, I just think this, you know, he would like this bit better because it's not flowery, it's more, well, I thought it would come out more beachy colours, but I've overpowered it with the deep violet, but that's all good. Sure, he'll appreciate it either way. Let's get a bit more colour, and I might actually swipe that with a card. So as I said, I'm not too worried about these edges because I will probably just go around them with the solid blue on the very edge. Noisy husband out there just starting his car up, but wouldn't be home life if we didn't hear all the sounds of the normal day, would it? Okay, I am liking that. That's pretty cool. Just let's see if I can. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. Just go back over that. I'm not liking that too much. I just thought I could do some. But no, that's absolutely fine. When I take it off and I just fix the edges up slowly and leave it to cure, I think that's far nicer. It's a little bit more masculine than flowery, I believe, but it is for his house to serve his friends with his partner. Serving paddle, that's what they call them, isn't it? So these are from Kmart in Australia. I know that overseas guys say that Kmart's closed in areas, but I'm sure you can kind of get the same things from other discount stores, and they are lovely. They are really lovely to give it as gifts, and they're really well received too. Some lovely remarks about them. I'm very happy that you're happy to give them as gifts. So, and of course they definitely sell well. So I'm just finger popping the very edges, but as I said, I'm quite happy with that. I'm not going to put any heat on it. I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm just going to leave that to dry, and then in a few weeks time I will add the resin to it and really bring it to life. And of course I'll repost back then when I've done the resin. So guys, there you go. Thanks for joining me. Give it a go. Nice gift. Yeah, and they sell really well. It's just something different than a flower or something on there. Yeah, so until next time, stay safe. Please do something creative to pass your day and the boredom, and if you're feeling low or down, reach out to somebody and say, I need to talk, because I'm finding that lots of people are struggling. So if we all help each other, and we're all there, just even if it's for an ear to talk to. Okay guys, till next time, thanks for joining me. Bye for now.